Zero says, you can't change your fortune. So here he's talking about your past actions. We can't change what we did in the past. That's making our present. But it may sound confusing because this whole sermon is about doing good to change our future.
You can explain more about the sentence. People don't have a kusala, some people don't have a kusala themselves, but the merit of their associate make them able to enjoy the benefits of staying here.
Yeah. Maybe on their own, they would never hear of Tabawa Center. But because their associate or someone they know, or their relative, something like that, someone they know can come to the center. So because of that person, they are able to come. Whereas by themselves, they couldn't come by their own merit or good deed from the past. Maybe they couldn't come, but because of their associate or someone that they know, they can come along with them.
The sentence relate to another sentence of Sayadaw, like we do this not only for us, but also for all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, like we're not just trying to get the good things back for ourselves, but to make sure that everyone is safe and protected, not only ourselves, right?
Yeah, thank you. Forsake, the same meaning with the abandon, or
like give up.
Yeah.
Like abandon, right?
Yeah. Forsake.
What means forsake, Sayalay? Please explain for me. Forsake.
Forsake is like let go. He got rid of it. So he throw it away. Actually, he gave it away. So he doesn't keep his apartment anymore. Later, he became a monk and he let go his apartment. Is that clear? And before he left his apartment, he changed his apartment from his own home to a meditation center. So it became the place for everyone, anyone who could come. It became public, not only his private place.
Renounced the same forsake.
Oh yeah.
Renounced.
Yeah. Yes.
At the beginning of practice, we practice to donate a bit, a small things.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah.
and step by step we can donate the big things, big possession.
Mm, it depends on our mind.
Yeah.
How much we can let go.
Yeah, we got the meaning of the part.
Okay. Okay. That kusala came back to me. When I became a monk, I got a place to stay. Though I didn't have my own monastery, I could stay at Dewa Sagara Monastery on Thane Pew Road for nearly 5 years. Temporary merit came back as temporary benefit. Not everyone can get that chance. If I didn't have that merit, I may have been like other monks who couldn't get a place to stay. Temporary merit became temporary benefit. When I renounced my property permanently, that donation supported the creation of 45th Street Meditation Center and Thanlin Tabawa Meditation Center. If I didn't forsake my possessions, if I didn't donate temporarily, it would be very difficult to get a place in the city as a monk. When I forsook a place in the city, I got back a place in the city. The donation of a good place came back as the benefit of a good place. If I didn't donate it, it would not be easy for a monk to get a sleeping place these days.
Yes. This way.
That kusala came back to me when I came back. When I became a monk, I got a place to stay. Thought I didn't. I didn't have my own monastery. I could stay at Ivagana Monastery on Tefiu Road for nearly five years. Temporary marriage came back as temporary benefits. Not everyone can get that change. If I didn't have that merit, I may have been like other monks who couldn't get a place to stay. Temporary merit became temporary benefit. When I renounced my property permanently, that donation supported the creation of 45 Street Meditation Center and Tallinn Tabawa Meditation Center. If I didn't forsake my possessions, if I didn't donate temporarily, it would be very difficult to get a place in the city as a monk. When I forsook a place in the city, I got back a place in the city. So donate of a good place came back as a benefit of a good place. If I didn't donate it, it would not be easy for a monk to get a sleeping place these days.
Great. I think the word chance with the ending S sound. Make sure there's the S sound at the end, chance. And donations and meditation, that SH sound where the T is. Like
Meditation, donation.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
great. So I think the meaning is clear. How about the meaning? That kusala came back to me. When I became a monk, I got a place to stay. So he Sayadaw temporarily used his apartment as meditation center for people to stay. So this, he means, was like a temporary donation. So this temporary merit came back as the temporary place to stay, the Devasagara monastery, where he could stay for 5 years. So because he used his apartment for other people temporarily, he could stay temporarily at the Devasagara monastery. And then because he gave up his apartment permanently, he abandoned his apartment totally and gave it away. That merit made him able to create the 45th Street Meditation Center and Danlin Dawa Meditation Center. So I guess it's not easy for a monk to find a place, maybe in Yangon, a nice place, a good place in the monastery. Maybe there are too many monks for all to get the place. So, but because Sayadaw had this great merit of donating his place, then he can get the place also. Should we do the next part?
Yeah.
At my apartment, I did a distribution of free books and Dhamma CDs known as The Way from Ignorance to Wisdom. I used my place, my life, for Dhamma. At Thane Pew Road, Devasagara Monastery, I got approval for preaching, not just for staying. These were the benefits of my good deeds. One can't do as he wishes. Without sharing the sermons of others, you can't easily share your sermons. Without encouraging others' sasana sharing, the sharing of Buddha's teaching, your sasana sharing won't be encouraged by the others either. There is no effect without cause. So sasana is the Pali word for the dispensation of the Buddha, or what the Buddha taught.
Sasana.
So yeah, sasana. Sasana is Buddhist teaching. So when the monks give Dhamma talk, this can be called sasana sharing, or sharing the Buddha's teaching. So at his apartment, Sayadaw made CDs with the teachings of other monks, recorded teachings. He was editing some of the old recordings to improve the sound of some of the old monks' Dhamma talks. So these CDs and free Dhamma books, he called his Dhamma distribution, he called The Way from Ignorance to Wisdom. Like a small shop from his apartment. He was giving away the books and CDs. But they were for free, not to buy. So because he used his place in this way to share the Dhamma talks of the other monks, then he's saying because of this he could get approval for preaching. So at the Devasagara monastery, he was allowed to teach, which I think is unusual.
Teaching, like teaching, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could give Dhamma talk
Yeah.
every day. Yeah. So I think for the new monk like him, this is not very common, not very normal for the new monk to be able to teach. So he's saying it's because of his merit of sharing the teaching of others that he was able to teach at the monastery.
Okay, Ngọc.
Yeah. As at my apartment, I did a distribution of free books and Dhamma CD. Now is the way from ignorance to wisdom. I use my life for Dhamma as then Piru brought Devasagara monastery. I got approval from publishing, not just for staying. These were the benefits of my good deeds. One can do as he wish without sharing the sermons of others. You can easily share your sermons without encouraging others. Sasana sharing, the sharing of Buddha teaching. Your sasana sharing won't be encouraged by the others either. There is no effects without cause.
Yeah, wonderful.
Miss Ian, you can share more about the part one can do as he wishes without sharing the sermons of others. Blah blah blah.
What do you want me to share?
Because it is difficult to share the Sayalay talks or our understanding about the Sayalay talks, Sayalay's teachings. In Vietnam, I just know a few people who can share Sayalay's teachings. Yeah.
What I experienced in TNC Ho Chi Minh is that there are many meditators came to our center, and they in their mind they got some discrimination between this teaching or that teaching, even though they are all vipassana, like Sayalay teaching or Wenka method teaching, or other like Mahasi method teaching, something like that. And some of them think that this method is right and that method is not right. But in Tabawa Center, we accept all. That means even though those people don't accept Sayalay teaching, but they want to open a class or a retreat, Sayalay welcome all to deliver the teaching. At first, I feel is quite strange. Some people want to share their knowledge, not Dharma, but Sada accepted. And at that time, there were many arguments in the center because they thought that those classes were not Buddha teaching, and they might be not beneficial to all, to Buddhists. But when we asked for Sada opinion, he accepted. And he told me that we should support for those who wanted to do good deed in Tapawa Center, especially those who wanted to do good deeds for free, not for money. So we should support them. Yeah. The thing that I really appreciate Sada teaching is that Sada not only teaching, but his action is as the same as his teaching. They are always the same. He does what he teaches, and he teaches what he does. So there's no conflict between his teaching and his actions. And that makes me feel, that makes me feel I really regard, I regard him a lot because he can do what he teaches, and he can teach what he does. Yeah, that's my experience.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's like what he's saying here also. Maybe like if we allow those others to share what they want to speak, then we will also be able to share what we want when we have the chance. I think Seattle is interested, to fulfill the other's desire. So if they want to speak, you will let them speak.
Because nowadays it is easy to find a lot of meditations methods, as well as the master who teach meditation, and we care a lot of masters, about the masters. Who is he, and what does he teach, and what he teach is right or wrong, something like that.
Yeah.
And it is not easy to accept everyone who want to share their stories, their experience, or their knowledge.
Maybe Seattle thinks if we hear more from more people, then we will have more experience. So we can know more easily what is good, what is bad, what is right or what is wrong. We can decide for ourselves, just because they say it, It doesn't mean we have to accept it. We can fulfill their desire by listening, but we don't have to accept what they say. Should we continue?
Yeah.
I preached at that monastery for 4 years and 11 months at Pomye Dhamma Hospital. I did preaching continuously. I got the merit of Dhamma sharing continuously. As I had donated my place for preaching, it was not hard for me to find a place for preaching. Everywhere I went, I could manage to find temporary Dhamma halls, even where there was no Dhamma hall. These real benefits came from my actual donation. As I used my life and possessions for Dhamma, my associates also used their lives and their places for Dhamma, temporarily or permanently. The difference was only the time. My associates imitated my actions. If I didn't do what I did, I wouldn't get those things back. My associates also wouldn't get the chance to do like me. Not just changing my job, I had to change my associates' jobs too. Not just changing my life, I had to try to change my associates' lives. If I didn't give up my lay life and just worked for Dhamma as a layperson, my associates also wouldn't give up their lay lives. As I gave up my business completely and worked for Sasana as a monk, my associates also gave up their lay lives and entered yogi, monk, or nun lives. If I hadn't done so, my associates wouldn't follow my actions. For Sasana, I used my life as a monk, a yogi, a donor. My associates did the same. You can't want others to do like you if you don't do it.
Yeah, wait, Vân.
I preached at that monastery for 4 years and 11 months at Pomye Dhamma Hall. I did preaching continuously. I got the merit of Dhamma sharing continuously. If I had donated my place for preaching, it would not hard for me to find place for preaching. Everywhere when I could manage to find temporary Dhamma halls, even where there was no Dhamma hall. These real benefits came from my actual donation. As I yield my life and possession for Dhamma, my associates also use their life and their play for Dhamma, temporary or permanently. The difference was only the time. My associate imitated my action. If I didn't do what I did, I couldn't get those things back. My associate also couldn't get the chance to do like me. Not just changing my job, I had to change my associate job too. Not just changing my life, I had to try to change my associates' lives. If I didn't give up my life and just work for Dharma as a lay person, my associate also couldn't give up their lives. And I gave up my business completely and worked for Sasana as a monk. My associate also gave up their life and entered yogi, monk, or nun life. If I hadn't done so, my associate couldn't follow my actions. For Sasana, I used my life as a monk, a yogi, a donor. My associate did the same. You can't gain You can't want others to do like you if you don't do it.
Right. Make sure to remember the some ending sounds like S, like in chants and associates. And there's the ending S sound. So, merit of Dhamma sharing continuously. To repay the debt of gratitude to Buddha and Dhamma teachers, I did preaching. Unless I preached, there would be very rare preachers in the center. You get only as much as you do. You can't hope for many benefits from a few kusala. You can't hope for permanent benefits from temporary kusala. The effect will come back according to the cause. Take by giving. It's not about asking for something, but about performing. You can't get it without effort. You can't get something for free. You have to do it yourself. Hoping to get without working is wrong. Hoping for good things to happen is easy. Doing good deeds in reality is difficult. To solve these problems, Tabawa centers have been opened one by one. I established Dhamma hospitals so that health professionals could get a chance to use their skills for getting merit. Health professionals usually work with duties to earn money. At Dhamma hospitals, people work for merit.
Samsung. Samsung. Who is it? Samsung?
To repay the debt of gratitude to Buddha and Dhamma teachers, I did preaching. Unless I preached, there would be very rare preacher in the center. You get only as much as you do. You can't hope for many benefits from a few kusala. You can't hope for permanent benefits from temporary kusala. The effect will come back according to the cause. Take by giving. It's not about asking for something, it's about performing. You can't get it without effort. You can't get something for free. You have to do it yourself. Hoping to get without working is wrong. Hoping for good things to happen is easy. Doing good deeds in reality is difficult. To solve this problem, Tabawa Center have been opened one by one. I established Dharma hospitals so that health professionals can get a chance to use their skill for getting married. Health professionals usually work with duties to eat money. At Dharma hospitals, people work for merit.
Good. In the word hoping, make sure there's the long O sound. So saying the letter O like hoping.
Hoping,
Yeah.
hoping.
Um, so I think we know this meaning. In the Dabawa Center, the health professionals, doctors and nurses can come and donate their time instead of getting paid. So if they're helping people without getting paid, then they're really doing good deeds. They're doing just to help others. Then they can have the chance to feel what it's like just to be helping, not for money.
This sentence, to repay the debt of gratitude to Buddha and Dharma teachers, I did preaching. And I think we are repaying the debt of gratitude to Sayadaw Ottamatara. So that's why we are here to learn together.
Yeah, really, that's a beautiful point.
Yeah. Yeah, health professionals usually work with duties to earn money. At Dharma hospitals, people work for merit.
Yes. I am not a doctor, but I treat physical and mental diseases with Dhamma therapy. I already knew that when I did that, my associates would follow my way. Yesterday at Yajao Dhamma Hospital, some volunteers came to me and said they are young and don't know much about medicine. They want to help treat the patients with Dhamma like I do. They ask me the way. They want to preach to the dying patients who have lost consciousness. I did Dhamma therapy for that purpose only. From the beginning, I aimed for others to do it. I've known people will follow my way. My associates will try to use Dhamma therapy in the future as much as I tried. We solve the problems by doing good deeds. The theory that what goes around comes around is very clear. People normally assume that they hurt someone or they were hurt by someone. That is the present view and not a wise view. Seeing only the present time is not enough. Past, present, and future are connected. You do those actions in all past, present, and future times. Anyone can make mistakes of committing physical violence against others in some life. Aggression can appear in anyone's mind. Denigrating someone might be done by anyone. Not just by words, but by actions, it can be done by anyone.
Ngọc.
I am not a doctor, but I treat physical and mental diseases with Dharma therapy. I already knew that when I did that, my associates would follow my way. Yesterday at Yakaya Damas Hospital, some volunteers come to me and say they are young and don't know and don't know much about medicine. They want to help treat the patient and damage like I do. They ask me the way they want to read to the dying patients who have lost consciousness. I did damage therapy for that purpose only. From the beginning, I am for the others to do it. I have no people will follow my way. My associate will try to use damage therapy in the future as much as I tried. We solve the problems by doing good deeds. The therapy, that's what goes around, comes around, is very clear. People normally assume that they hurt someone or they were hurt by someone. That is the present view and not a wide view. Seeing only the present time is not enough, but present and future are connected. You do the action is on past, present, and future times. Anyone can make mistake of committing physical violence against others in some life. Aggression can appear in anyone's mind. Denigrating someone might be done by anyone, not just by word, but by actions. It can be done by anyone.
Very good. I think the CH sound in the word much, you can make sure to catch the CH sound. Ch, much, much. And then like the word aimed, I aimed. Aimed has the long A sound. So saying the letter A.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, now Seattle talks about the deep reality about what we do. I like this part, that just the present view is not a wise view, that we need to see past, present, and future all together, because what we're doing now is influenced by past, right?
Yes.
By what we did before, and then also it's creating our future. So I thought this is very interesting. You do those actions in all past, present, and future times. I'm not exactly sure what Seattle means there, but that's what I think.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
The previous paragraph about the Dharma therapy for the dying patient. So I would like to know more about your experience about if you preach or do the Dharma therapy for the dying patient, or about the Chum when she was at Tabawa as she was a volunteer here. So I would like to listen more about your experience or something special when you contact with the dying patient or something change you at that moment. Yeah. Thank you.
When I was volunteer in Thailand Center, I saw a lot of old age and um, patient or a dying patient, but I was scared and I didn't work with a dying patient. But I remember at that time, Sayadaw always is very busy. But when Sayadaw came back to Thailand Center, if he heard about the dying patient in the Dharma Hospital, he would come to the Dharma Hospital to preach the talks to the dying patient, for sure. Yeah.
That's very meaningful, because I know that when the dying patient, they have to face with many hurt and many something scary thing, and with the Dharma therapy, they can help them to or support them to go to some good thing, maybe good thing in the next life. So that's why it's really human. I mean, it's very beautiful thing. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for your sharing.
Yeah. On the February trip of Sayadaw in this year, in Thabawa Nursing Home in Tiền Giang Province, we organized a 3 days meditation retreat, and my mother asked Sayadaw a question about the helping a patient, because my mother is a nurse, and I don't remember exactly the answer of Sayadaw, but I remember Sayadaw told her that she can do as much she can, and she also abandoned her feelings. Yeah, because when she abandoned her feelings, he can help the patient more. Because when we work with patients, we usually have a strong emotions.
You mean Sayadaw said he abandons his own feelings when he's talking to
Yeah,
patients?
he told my mother that my mother needs to abandon her feelings. Patient, yeah, to help the patient more. Yeah.
Yeah, Sayadaw has many talks for these dying patients for Burmese. So I always wished one day we can translate these because they're so meaningful. And I did accompany Sayadaw many times to the bedside of dying patients where he would speak to them. but only very few times in English. I think maybe 2 times, maybe one time in Malaysia, and I think to one patient in Vietnam, maybe 2014 or something. And I'm glad that you brought up this this part, because it is one of the very wonderful things that we can witness from Seattle. Some of the yeah, the very meaningful time. Yeah, I will try to get some translation of those talks to the presentation.
Yeah, thank you. Because I really not interest in. Because I am a child. I have a mother and father, so that's why I'm really. I think I should know what I need to prepare to help my parents to prepare for their for that day. So that's why I've tried to find all the information about the death or preparing for the death, because I know that when my dad and my mom or other people or other relatives, when they die, it's really frustrated. So that's why I really want to learn about the Dharma and prepare for that day.
Me too. Yeah, this is very important. Maybe in August when Seattle comes, you can ask about this specifically.
Yeah, so when he will be here in the north, so I try to invite my mom to come along with me. Also, I will have a lucky.
We have a class. We have a class reading the art of dying of Goenka. Yes, that is a very interesting book, right? And when we read a lot of stories about the death of others, we learn a lot of lessons, and we also realize that we need to prepare our death yeah, right now, because death is sure to happen, right? And I in my point of view, I realized that we need to practice meditation more and more and serious, because when we face the death in reality, we don't know exactly the might appear kusala or akusala might appear when we death. So that's why we need to cultivate the wholesome mind. Yeah, I think that
Yeah, we need to know how to be peaceful at that time.
yeah.
I agree with teacher. Yeah, we should meditate continuously. Yeah, every day. Yeah.
I and Mrs. Ian and some Dharma friends will discussed discuss a lot about the subject, how to help the dying patient or old age, like our grandmother or our grandfathers or our relatives. And we came one point that if our relatives face the death, we can help them by the way that suitable for them. Like if when they live, they like to like chanting the Buddha. Yeah, uh, we can allow them to listen or chanting something like that. Or if they know or practice meditation or like yeah, like any master, we can uh, help them to listen their masters, something like that. Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, very useful information.
Yeah.
I read one short Dharma sentence in the Sri Lanka, some in the old Sri Lanka time, when some patient is dying near death, they will put them in the house with all the world or everything is just like white, and just only one Buddha image. It just like the patient who believe in the Buddha, so they put them in the house or the white house with the one image. So at that moment when they near death, no cry, no relative, they just hear and just see the Buddha image. Yeah, just like meditate before that. I think is it the same as with Chị Trâm share.
Yeah, yeah.
Very interesting, very useful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sayadaw gave many during the COVID time to the COVID patients in the center. So I think these would also be very helpful to have in English because those COVID patients could feel peaceful, you know, in the very scary time when everyone is feeling fear. But Sayadaw would go and talk to them every day. And some of them, you know, they try to supply the oxygen to as many patients as they can, but there's not enough. But at the time that they are listening to the Dhamma talk and meditating, they can breathe much more easily. So they could get enough air by calming their mind with the Dhamma talk. So that's very lovely.
Yeah.
By checking the present life mind, they think they would never do such a thing. Well, if you see just the present life, how about the cows? Cows would say, we didn't kill anyone, but we are going to be killed. We are being mistreated. In the present view, the animals who don't kill others are getting killed. This is really unfair. But if you see the whole life cycle, getting killed in its cow life means it destroyed another's life in the same way in some other life. Unless it made the cause which is killing, there is no way to get killed. You suffer as you did. You will not understand by observing only the present life. We need to see by wisdom. Believing only in the present life, neglecting past and future lives is not complete. Present time is connected to past time and future time. In the same way, present life is connected to past and future lives. Actions are also connected to past, present, and future. As there is no you, no me, and no someone, someone's action is a reflection of another's action. You can't see this in the present view, but in the wise view, you did as they do. They also did like you do.
Dạ chị Huệ Nguyễn.
By checking the present life mind, they think they would never do such a thing. Well, if you see just the present life, how about the cows? Cow would say, we didn't kill anyone, but we are going to be killed. We are being mistreated. In the present view, the animals who don't kill others are getting killed. This is really unfair. But if you see the whole life cycle, getting killed in its core, life means it destroys other life in the same way, in some other life, unless it made the cause, which is killing. There is no way to get killed. You suffer as you did. You will not understand by observing only the present life. We need to see the by wisdom, believing only in the present life, neglecting past and future life. It's not complete. Present time is connected to past time and future time. In the same way, present life is connected to past and future life. Actions are also connected to past, present, and future. As there is no you, no me, and no someone. Someone's action is a reflection of another action. You can see this in the present view. But in the wise view, you did as they do. They also did like you do.
I really like this example that Sayalay gives about the cows.
The same cow horse.
What's that?
Sayadaw took a place cows. I think a horse like
Oh.
the name.
Um, yeah, so this is a good example about maybe it looks unfair, but it's
Unfair.
because we don't see the whole picture.
But Sayalay,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who don't believe in the circle life.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just believe in the present life.
Yes, I know. Me too. I know many people like this. To me, I always, wonder then what do they think about the situation into which the different people are born? Some people are born in a very comfortable life, and some people are born in the place with war or poverty or a lot of difficulty. So for people to think this is just the random happening, to me it does not make sense. Maybe this is something we can only know by some internal experience, by meditation or something. And the next paragraph is like Sayadaw often reminds us when we are facing troubles from the other people. he reminds us, this is because you did like this in the past. Now you get back this trouble from people. So he reminds us, not to blame those people who are giving us trouble, just to accept the present situation as paying back what we did in the past. So he says we should pay back generously by accepting the present situation easily and openly with the kind heart. So I know in the center there are a lot of situations where people complain about others, and the difficulty that they face because of others. And then Sayadaw always reminds them like this. It's because
And although we know the theory clearly and we listen to the theory a lot of times, but it seems we are not able to responsible for ourselves. The evidence is is that we are blaming others a lot when we face difficulties or our struggles.
That's it. If we can keep in mind this theory when we face it, maybe we can retrain ourselves to accept whatever comes. And I liked when I heard that Sayadaw said we should pay back generously. So if we face some difficulty, not to just endure like with the anger inside, but really to try and open our heart to the situation generously. Like there have been times with other people when I keep having some kind of difficult interaction with them, so I try to remind myself I must really owe this person something. I must have really like hurt this person before, so what can I do more to help them, to give them what they need. This is really nice for me.
And we stopped here yesterday, and now we discuss something. And now we discuss freely, everyone, or any question for Sayalay. And you can share stories about your practicing meditation, like yesterday. Miss Vân, you can share your stories.
Thank you, chị Trâm. Thank you, Saya, for your very nice words that I learned from our lesson today. Pay back generously. So it just helped me to fight with the trouble or the difficulty in the time. So I think that is really nice statement that I want to remember all of my life. Yeah. I know meditation, not know meditation, but when I was child, my mom often took me to the pagoda, but in the north of Vietnam, very rare Theravada pagoda. So that's why I went there, but I love to sit in the peaceful atmosphere here. But when by the chance I have to know about the Theravada, and it's just like a turning point of my life. So I really want to spend most of my time to be a meditator. Yeah. Even now, I'm a student. I study in the chemistry. Study chemistry. Now I moved to another career, another department like painting. But I still want to spend most of my time to like to learn and practice as a meditator, because I know that that is only the one chance, not only one chance, but I feel very happy. Even I have to face with the many very frustrated feeling when I meditate. Sometimes I hurt, very headache, very many questions in my mind, and I don't know how to face with. But I feel something very deep in my mind that I really want to be to do meditative when I have time. Yeah, that's my story. And when I heard her story, she heard story, and I know why she moved. She and why I feel very dear. Jim's story, the Nan story, and everyone. Yeah, we are the same when we have a lucky chance to know how to meditate or know about the Buddha. So we all feel something very profound inside our inner self. So I think that we connected everyone.
It's very, but internet is not stable. I think so.
Thank you for sharing. That's
Everyone.
wonderful to hear.
Yeah.
Me too. I also encountered Mahayana Buddhism first. And for that reason, I felt not very interested until I learned about Theravada. Then I could understand more easily.
I want to share the reason why I want to organize the class like this. In during the period of COVID-19, we because the lockdown, so that's why we could not move, right? And we opened a lot of class like a meditation course, or English class like this. And we usually we just learn 2 or 3 yeah 3 days a week, 3 nights a week, something like that. But when the COVID-19 happened, we we have a lot of free time, so that's why we could learn every day, and we was successful about the class. And especially the Sajaro's teachings influenced me a lot, because we reminds me a lot continuously. and so we try to practice more and more and continuously. So I think learning English like the same way, the same doing Buddhist, we need to cultivate learning English every day, not 1 or 2 or 3 the night a week, the evening a week. I think so. So I totally believe in that, and so that's why many people told me that the people maybe are busy about their work, their parents, their children, blah blah. But I believe in if we do good deeds like this, we create a opportunity to everyone. Yeah, because our mind remind our mind are reminded. We learn and we practice every day. Yes, so that's why we organize the 3 months continuously every day and prepare the Sayadaw's Vasa 3 months from the August to November in this year. Yeah, and I would like to pay our deepest gratitude to Sayalay because your time, your effort, support us to learn English, yeah, persistently. Thank you so much. And that is my strong inspiration, not motivation. So I had I have a strong power inner, and I think we can, yeah, we are the same here with a strong intention like this. We not only learn English, we really want to cultivate our minds about the practicing of Sayadaw's teachings. That is a great, that is a great opportunity for us to live better in this life, maybe the next life. Yeah.
That's great. I was amazed that you wanted to do every day, and also thinking how can they have enough time for that?
Yeah.
But that's nice to hear about your inspiration. Yeah, that's good. And I also appreciate because it gives me a chance to do some good deeds.
I'm not sure about the others, but I'm sure about me. Yeah, I'm sure I follow the course continuously. Yeah, and follow you. So that's why I think if I follow you continuously and seriously, other people will follow you like that. Yeah.
That's deep.
We can feel your energy through your voice, chị Trâm ạ.
Because it is when I stayed in Tamawa Center in 2019 and followed Sayadaw trip in Singapore and Malaysia, and I stayed in there about 5 months, and I think it is easy to meet Sayadaw again. But after 2019, the COVID-19 happened. Yeah, and after 4 years, I meet Sayadaw again in this year. So that's why, so that's why I think Sayalay Aloka supporters like this. That is a rare and precious opportunity for us, and we need to take the opportunity and treasure the opportunity and Sayalay. And so that's why I'm always excited. Yeah.
You were very inspiring also.
Yeah. Ngọc, Miss Ngọc, you want to share your stories?
I'm grateful for your story as I feel many emotions now. I feel everyone here is very nice. As I learned about patient as efforts every day. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. I also thought before, you know, I would be able to see Seattle anytime. And then, yeah, I realized, wow, I really took it for granted. This time that I had. Then I realized how precious it is.
We don't know exactly what happened in the future. So if we had opportunity, we take it right now. So that's why I expect a lot about the Sayros Vasa in Vietnam 3 months. And I prepare to follow Sayro during the Vasa 24 hours per 24 hours.
Great.
Yeah.
Seattle said recently, you know, 2022 was for Thailand, and now 2023 is for Vietnam.
Yeah.
It's a great chance for all of us.
Yes. And I do Buddhist more. I experience more clearly about the when we do Buddhist more and more, we will get back more and more. Yeah, when I support others who want to know more about Sayadaw's teachings in Vietnamese language, yeah, I can. Yeah, many others support me a lot. Yeah, I'm very happy because I have a lot of Dharma friends who especially who want to practice Sayadaw's teachings. I'm very lucky. Yeah.
Definitely, what you put in, you will be able to give back to the others.
Yes. Ian, Miss Ian, unmute.
This is my my son. say hello to Sayalay. Sayalay.
Hello.
Hello. Say hi. Hi, Sayalay. You want to say something? No. No. Want to say something? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Say something. Tell her something. Ba. Okay. Chào cô đi, chào cô đi.
Miss Ian's family is a Dharma family.
Oh,
Yeah.
They all stay in the Boa Center.
She and her husband are devout meditators, and their children, are friendly to Dharma and Sayadaw. Yeah, so very cute.
Con chào cô, nói đi. Chào cô. Chào sư cô, nói đi. Say hello, say hello. Hello. Yeah. Con tên là gì? Cô. Đúng rồi, cô con chắp tay còn lại đi. Đi.
He's saying hello, Sayalay.
He can speak English. No, yes, and hello. Only three words.
So cute.
Miss Ian, do you want to share something with others?
Oh, Ian, share something.
Ian always has a lot of stories.
No, at this moment, my mind is blank. I don't know. So I should share. Yeah, maybe next time.
Okay. You invite your husband come with us and share his experiences.
Oh, now he's still in the office.
Yeah. Okay.
He usually comes home very late. Yeah. Anytime he can join, he will try his best to join. Yeah.
And this is the opportunity to debate, right, Miss Ian? So we need to prepare a presentation to talk to Sayalay and everyone. Well,
Okay. Next time, if possible, I think that would be a good idea if we can raise a topic, Sally, maybe some problems relating to the relationship or family or money, something, a career, something like that, and then people can raise their problems, and then we can find some Dharma talk from Spider relating to that kind of topic, and then we can discuss with each other. And I think it will be fun, so and beneficial for everyone.
Okay, good idea.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. And Sayalay, and everyone on Friday weekly we had a meeting. We have a meeting, TNC meeting. Yeah, by sharing experiences by a monk or nun or volunteers on Friday every week. So that's why our class will be off on Friday, and we just learn Monday to Thursday and off Friday and continue the Saturday and Sunday. Okay. Yes. Okay, now we off and see you tomorrow. Thank you, Sayla, so much.
It's nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and have a nice day, Sayla.
Thank you.
Shadow.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.